there's always a reason, man, and especially putting Jesus up in high, we give him all the glory, and we're just here to make more history, continue my mission, continue my path, and I'm just super excited.
What do you think about this card? It's stacked. Crawford.
It feels really good because all the guys that are headlining, they're all main event actions, So I'm really blessed to be part of the event.
Give Majimov a chance against Crawford, or you think Crawford's just, right now, he's untouchable?
Yeah, I think right now, I don't think nobody can beat him in his weight. He's an amazing fighter, man, and a person. I know his family and all that, so they support me as well, and of course, I'm going to support them.
Your opponent, Jarrell Miller, man, talk about him. He's on a kind of redemption path.
There's nothing bad to say about him. He's big, he's strong. He comes in with heavy punches, but I think my explosiveness, my combinations, the speed. I think I'm gonna for sure win this fight. God willing.
Have you guys ever talked about the fact that his positive test and gave you the opportunity to become the world champion?
Yeah, that's funny because I was doing an interview before I came over here, and this guy was telling me, he's like, what can you tell about Baby Miller? I was like, well, you know what? If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have had this opportunity to fight Anthony Joshua, and God blessed me to become the first Mexican heavyweight champion of the world. And, I always salute him. We're good friends outside of the ring, but inside the ring, it's a whole different thing, We got to put on that switch, and because we both are fighting for the same thing. We both want to become champions, and, we want to win, both of us.
Are you planning to steal the show with a knockout victory?
You know what? I have never predicted a knockout. But, the knockout comes, it comes. I'm just here to win and to become victorious.
Who's the face of Mexican boxing? Some people feel that Isaac Cruz is climbing up the ladder. Obviously, there's Canelo, there's you, there's
a lot, As long as there's Mexican fighters fighting, giving them the awe and becoming champions, we want to put Mexico in alto, and, I feel all the Mexican fighters are the main guys right now.
Pitbull Cruz versus Gervonta Davis.
That's going to be a good fight. That would be a good rematch fight.
Andy, you've been in the gym with Canelo a lot. If Crawford, obviously, has to get to Majimov, but if he wins, it looks like it might be Canelo Crawford. What do you think of his chances? He's a smaller guy. A lot of people kind of question it because he's a smaller guy, but you've seen Canelo in the gym, exactly.
Yeah, I think Crawford's a smaller opponent, but, you can't criticize his skills, his skills, his speed. It's unbelievable, but I don't know. I think that'll be a good payday for Crawford, and he deserves it, from all the stuff that he's been through, especially from different promoters and all that. And it's just time to shine.
You've been in the gym when you've seen Canelo spar heavyweights, huh?
Yeah, I think it was sparring Frank Sanchez.
Yeah.
Frank Sanchez.
Kind of crazy. Did he ever go in there with you?
No, I don't know why they didn't put me and him.
Why kind of fast, bro?
I don't know. They didn't put me and him together, at least to be working around and practice our movements. But, he had a defeat over there in Saudi Arabia. I still salute him too. We're all warriors in there. We all risk our lives in there for a payday and to feed our families. And to make our dreams come true. Everybody wants to become a champion of the world. It's just dedication, discipline, and working hard.
The quest to become a two-time world champion begins now with Miller.
It sure does, man. The mission begins now, and I gotta continue my little legacy that I have going on. I made history on June 1st against Anthony Joshua. I made mistakes. I learned. I've been through my ups and downs, so many roller coasters in life, but right now I feel it's a redemption as well, So I'm super motivated, super hyped, and the most important thing is that I'm hungry. I'm hungry for success, and I'm hungry to become a two-time heavyweight champion of the world.
What's the heavyweight landscape look like for you this time compared to the last time you were?
Well, right now it's open. It's an open division right now. There's so many heavyweights popping up left and right, and I think the main guy is Gerald Miller right now. Before I start calling out any other heavyweight fighters, I think Gerald Miller is the biggest task right now in front of me, and I gotta become victorious, man. I gotta win this fight. I know it's really important for both of us, and but best believe, God willing, we're gonna get this victory.
What was the biggest or the most important thing you've learned from that experience?
with Anthony
Yeah,
Joshua.
with the law and and everything.
I just learned a lot, from taking this sport seriously, and so many things can happen in this career, in this sport. It took me a long time to get back, and I had from my surgery, from the little breakup that I had. I feel like it was necessary for me to take these little breaks so I could be mentally ready and mentally focused. So I'm just super happy and excited to be here.
You always had unique cars, and this one right here. Can you talk a little bit about this choice?
Now with this one, I low-key copied Tank Davis. He had the same one, but I think it was all black. And me and him usually get our cars from the same person with Champion Motoring. So shout out to Champion Motoring. But I thought it was really nice, especially with all the stuff from the apocalypse, from so many things from the government that was going to happen. That's why I bought a ranch. I want to invite you guys next week. Hopefully you guys are up to it, and show you a little bit of everything. I know Ellie Sebas is going to be there Friday.
Yeah, we're coming.
That's right.
Hey, tell me about the tank you arrived in today.
Dude, that's what I was telling them, dude. I low-key copied Tank Davis. Like, I had this for like a few years, and ever since he pulled up with this in one of his fights, I was like, Lord, I want one of those. Especially because me and him, we get the same cars from the same person, and I copped it. But I love it, man. It's amazing. It's like a limousine inside with stars and my logos inside. But these are, it doesn't really mean much. These are little trophies. These are like our little motivations that from all the hard works that we've been through. But